a silver. She's got 2 bronze. And Alexia has the gold medal.
Historically, Canada's best chance at an Olympic gold medal has been in the pool.
The grass at the line. He's got the gold medal.
And on the track. But in Paris, these athletes are Canada's secret weapon.
Rogers is the champion here in Budapest.
From hammer throw to shot put.
Your world indoor champion and the first gold medalist, Sarah Mitten.
Some of Canada's biggest medal hopes are coming from the field, and they're all world champions. Cameron Rogers, Ethan Katzberg, and Sarah Mitten.
It's just like really neat to see Canada excelling, not just with like one individual at a time, it's like all of us kind of at once.
It's a feeling like no other, and it's a feeling completely on its own.
Everything that we've been doing over the years has led to this, and you know, being a force to be reckoned with on the world stage.
Sarah Mitten is currently ranked 2nd in the world for women's shot put and holds Canadian records for indoor and outdoor events. So we got her to show us how to throw. That's heavy.
You want to keep your thumb down as you release the ball.
Okay.
Like you start in your neck, and you're going to push it in. We're going to turn you sideways. You're going to bring your foot back
like
a
that?
little bit towards me. Then you're going to take your left arm, and you're going to bring it all the way back to me.
Okay.
You're going to turn your hips, and then throw. That's pretty good.
Throwing is hard, and we learned it's about more than sheer strength. Sarah's days are full of stretching, strength training, and different types of throws to get into peak condition. She's fighting for an epic redo at the Olympics.
Leading into Tokyo, like I had been throwing like the best I ever had. I've had lots of great like 18-meter I think I threw over 18 most meets leading into that, and at the time that was a great performance for me. Consistency was still a bit off, and I think just like, you know, I was still pretty young, and I got in there and I followed my game plan pretty much exactly until I couldn't.
Sarah had 3 attempts in Tokyo in 2021 to qualify for the finals. The first throw didn't go far enough. And then she fouled her second.
So that one was out, and then it was like the game plan came like crumbling down, because it was now all the pressure of making an Olympic final was on one attempt.
Ultimately, she finished 28th and failed to make the final. The experience almost made her quit the sport.
It's hard, like, you know, you make an Olympic team, it's like something you've dreamt about for however many years of your life, and I just felt like super embarrassed by my performance, and like I felt like I let myself down, my coach down, like my family, like it's this like overcoming, like it's just debilitating.
What was it about shot put that ultimately brought you back into the sport and now better than ever?
It was, yeah, really just like the love of the sport in general, like shot put, but track and field, like the community is so like fantastic, and I'm not sure I was like ready to give up like that part, but I knew that I had to like do things differently.
I took a screenshot of your post from Tokyo.
Oh no, I don't even know what I wrote.
Next time it'll be me.
Oh, that's cute.
So tell me, how are we feeling reading that back?
Yeah, little Sarah, she's confident. I love that. I think it's really cool because in that moment writing that, I'm not sure if I fully believed that statement. Like post-Olympics was really challenging for me, but I mean, leading into this games, like I've had nothing but like big strides in my mentality.
Now she's ready for France.
I'm just like really looking forward to stepping out there and knowing that it really can be me.
And she's not the only one. He shakes out his legs, slaps his thigh, throws his fist into the air, and shrugs his shoulders. That's how you know Ethan Katzberg is getting ready to throw.
The first turn is like all the setup. So after that first turn, I can typically figure out if it's going to be good or bad. you know, there's a lot of energy going into the throw, and it's just exciting, and then the anticipation of how far it actually is coming up on the board and just waiting for it is, you know, adds to it. It feels good. It feels really good.
Paris will be Ethan's first Olympic Games. At only 22, he's already the reigning world champion.
Ethan Katzberg has smashed his PB and the national record.
Last year, he threw 81.25 meters at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest.
I immediately knew it was a good throw. It was very close to not being enough.
I know, yeah.
That was a crazy competition.
What did you do when they announced officially 81.25?
I think I kind of cracked a smile, because I don't think I smiled the whole competition, because I was just, you know, focused, you know, a little nervous for sure.
Ethan's since beat that throw by more than 3 meters. At 84.38, his personal best is the longest distance thrown since 2008. He's now the 9th best hammer throw of all time. When Cameron gets in the circle, she has her own ritual. And then it's time.
The throws where everything comes together and it's super connected and it feels very powerful, and like you put everything together when it counts. I think it's a very special kind of moment that is so hard to replicate.
She is in a class by herself.
She's also the reigning world champion. And you could say she manifested it. I believe I read that when you were a child, you pointed at the Olympics and said, I'm gonna do that one day.
London 2012. It was like 7 months after I'd started track and field, and I'd never done a sport before. So I was literally like so new to everything.
So how did Cameron get into hammer throw in the first place?
Honestly, by luck.
Her mom was a single parent and a hairdresser. When Cameron was 12, some of her mom's clients suggested she try track and field.
The first person I ended up meeting was my first throws coach. He was like, go pick up the hammer and throw it. I was like, are you sure about that? But I picked it up, I threw it, it went about 2 meters. And he like gave me this little look. He like kind of like narrowed his eyes and he was like, I think we could work with that.
Cameron says none of her success would have been possible without her mom's support.
My mom literally did everything as a single parent, but the sacrifices she made that she probably hasn't even told me about, and I may never know. I mean, she worked her butt off every single day just to give me a chance. And I think everything that I do now, like she's my rock. Hey! Oh my God, you guys having fun? This is so cool.
Cameron is now trying to pay that forward. What's it like knowing that there are young girls now watching you and saying, I'm gonna be that one day?
It means the world to me. I was able to find so much strength through the sport, and knowing that it can provide that same kind of, I guess, not just outlet, but a sense of personal strength and resilience and growth for a bunch of other young girls. Like, it's so beautiful. It makes me so happy.
In the meantime, Cameron is the one to watch, beaming while holding her plane ticket to Paris. She earned it after breezing through Montreal's Olympic qualifications. She had the farthest throw by almost 10 meters and hopes to do it all again at the Olympics alongside her peers. All of them getting into the right headspace in their own way.
I have so much more confidence in myself and faith in myself and trust in my system and my abilities and knowing what I can do when the moment calls for it on the big stage.
It's a kind of a different animal, I think, the Olympics, and it's something that I have to prepare for now and get focused for and kind of approach kind of hopefully the same way I did last summer in the World Championships, and just stay focused and do what I can do at the Games.
My mindset going into Paris is that it's just another opportunity to succeed. I think anything is an improvement on my last games, and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to say like I'm necessarily going to win an Olympic medal. But on the flip side, like that is part of the games. Like I'm more excited to try to place first than I am to throw far.